If you want it and expect it, it will be yours very soon. Esther Hicks. There comes a moment in life when you must decide whether you will wait for life to happen or expect life to respond to you. Expectation is not fantasy. It's a seed that demands harvest. You don't have to see the whole path to start walking in faith, but you do need to expect that where you step, the ground will rise up to meet you. Too many people prepare for failure while calling it realism. But what if you decide to prepare for your breakthrough instead? What you expect, you begin to create room for. What you fear, you unconsciously submit to. So what are you expecting? The enemy of your elevation isn't your past. It's your low expectations about the future. When you stop expecting good things, you start settling for anything. But you're not anything. You're a miracle in motion. You weren't created to stay in survival mode. You're called to thrive. And that shift begins the moment you dare to expect more. Expecting greatness doesn't mean you ignore your current reality. It means you believe it won't have the final say. The greatest changes in history happened because someone expected something different. They refused to accept the world as it was. It's not arrogance to expect favor when you walk through fire and still kept your heart soft. That's alignment. When I was being prosecuted, it felt like the ground beneath me had given away. But then the world paused. COVID hit, and suddenly, I wasn't the only one forced to stop. And in that collective silence, I discovered something sacred, the power of the pause. When others were baking bread and binge-watching shows, I was breathing for the first time in years, processing trauma, grieving loss, asking deeper questions. The pause didn't stop my pain, but it slowed it down enough for me to study it. In that slow season, I gained clarity. I saw where I had to run too fast, trusted too easily, and ignored my own red flags. I realized that expecting more didn't mean rushing ahead. It meant sitting with the truth long enough to hear what God had been trying to whisper all along. Pause made me wiser. It taught me how to spot manipulation, how to discern truth, and how to speak from power instead of pain. It gave me the capacity to lead with empathy, not because I had been spared, but because I had been stretched. And that stillness, it didn't take my life, it saved it. What would happen if you stopped running? What would happen if you chose stillness, not as a punishment, but as preparation? The world teaches you to hustle, to grind, to prove. But there's a power in expecting things to come to you, not because you're lazy, but because you're aligned. When you expect rain, you carry an umbrella. When you expect favor, you carry gratitude. So prepare your space. Clear out the clutter. Build your capacity. The miracle you're praying for is trying to land somewhere. Will it find room in your life? Expect healing, not just for your body, but for your family, your finances, your identity. Expect restoration, not just for what was taken, but for what was never given in the first place. Expect freedom, not just from outside limitations, but from the fear that lives in your mind live free. The more you expect, the more you act like it's already yours. Your posture shifts, your language changes, your boundaries tighten. You stop explaining yourself to people who aren't assigned to your purpose. You stop dimming your light to make broken people feel whole. You stop shrinking to fit places that you were only meant to pass through. Expectation sharpens your focus. It makes you intentional with your time. You stop wasting your energy on things that don't match where you're headed. It's not enough to hope. Hope is passive. Expectation is active. It stresses your faith muscles. When I started expecting to survive, I did. When I started expecting to rebuild, I did. When I started expecting to thrive, doors I didn't knock on opened for me. People thought I was crazy, thought I was done, but I expected a comeback, and the comeback came. You have to expect the light even in the darkest room. That's what separates faith from fear. Expect that the pain you endured wasn't for nothing. It's producing power, perspective, and purpose. Expect that your voice matters, that your story will unlock someone else's healing, that your testimony will defy statistics. Expect that your best days aren't behind you. They're just beginning, and you have the strength to walk into them with authority. Don't just dream about freedom. Expect it. Live like it's already in your hands. Don't just pray for change. Expect it. Because when you expect it, you prepare for it. And when you prepare for it, it has no choice but to arrive. Expect that your children will be blessed, that your legacy will be strong, that your name will be respected. Expect that your past was the soil, but your future is the fruit. You weren't just created to survive. You were created to shift atmospheres, to walk in power, to expect favor. Expect to outgrow what once comforted you. Comfort zones are not your calling, they're your cages. Your next level requires your next leap. Expect divine alignment to replace forced connections. What left wasn't meant to stay. What remains will multiply. What's coming is handpicked by heaven. Expect closed doors to lead to greater paths. Rejection is not failure. It's divine redirection. Let every no prepare you for your yes. Expect miracles to interrupt your routine. Heaven doesn't need permission to move. Keep walking, keep working. Your breakthrough is on the calendar. Expect to be misunderstood while you're evolving. Growth confuses those committed to your past. Love them, but keep moving. Your future doesn't need their permission. Expect your healing to bless generations. This isn't just about you. Every boundary you set, every tear you shed, every breakthrough you embrace becomes a blueprint for those who come after you. So stand tall. Look ahead. Open your hands and your heart. Because the blessing you've been waiting on, expect it. It's already on the way. You've got this. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.